Guys, welcome back for another tutorial. Today I'm going to be showing you how to make this really cute hair scrunchie. So not only are they adorable on little girls, but they are also very useful, and this tutorial is mainly based around the silk scrunchie, but I will be making it out of cotton for this tutorial. So if you want to know about the benefits of wearing a silk scrunchie, head over to my blog, which is charmedbyashley.com. You'll also find the measurements and the materials list. And also don't forget to follow me on my Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. If you make these, I would love to see them. Okay, so once you have all of your materials, which is your elastic and some pretty fabric, then you're going to take that long rectangle, you're going to fold it lengthways. And then we're going to do a straight stitch all the way down that long raw edge using about a 1/4 of an inch seam allowance. So if you decide to work with silk, it can be a little bit expensive if you wanted to buy the raw materials, but I would suggest heading over to your local thrift shop, or maybe even going into your mother's closet and see if she has any old silk scarves that you can take and repurpose. Okay, so once you have that sewn, you're going to turn the whole piece right side out. And I'm just going to use a chopstick to assist me in that. And when you're making cotton ones, it is nice to press it first before you go on to the next step. If you're making it out of silk, then of course I wouldn't, unless it happens to be really wrinkly, but if not, then don't bother ironing your silk scarves. I do have a video on this new Oliso iron, so if you want to check out my review video, I'll have that link down below, and also a link to where to get it. I love this iron. It's absolutely beautiful. Okay, so now I'm going to take the two raw edges of this long piece of fabric, take the seams of those two ends, and I'm going to put those with the right sides together. So I'm lining up those seams. I will be sewing from the inside out. I won't be sewing it all the way because it won't let you sew all the way, but we're going to sew as much as we can around it, and we're going to keep feeding it into the machine. So first I'm just going to put it under the foot. Make sure that no other parts of the fabric is getting in there, and then I will use my stitch ripper just to help with the adjusting of the fabric. So I'll pull out the bottom part, flatten it out a bit, and then pull out the top part and flatten that out a little bit, and then I'll sew a little bit more, making sure your raw edges are still connected. If you want to see a larger demonstration, this is how I did my infinity scarf, so I can also link that down below. This is just on a smaller scale, so it looks a little bit more complicated, but it's really just, just a little bit smaller. So if you want to see it on a larger scale, then you can head over to that video. It's really easy once you get the concept, but if you're new, then it might look like a little bit much. Okay, so after you've done that, you're going to go as far as you can go, and then you're going to take it out of the machine, and then you'll be left with a hole, and that hole is where we will put our elastic. So this is how it will look. I did it probably a little over halfway, and then I am going to go over and get my little elastic threading tool. So depending on your elastic that you choose, if it's super stretchy or if it's not stretchy, that will be dependent on how much elastic you want to use. I would say probably at 3 or 4 inches, but I like to just thread my elastic right in. I'm not going to cut it off yet, just so that I don't lose it inside, and then I'll just gauge how much elastic I want in it by pulling it tight and seeing, how it looks, basically. So I like to use this little threading tool. It has an eye at the end of it, and I just tie on my elastic and then I pull it through. Super quick and easy. If I can find it, I'll link it over at my blog, but I don't know. I got it from my mom a long time ago. So this is what I like to do. I like to just pull it and see how it looks, and just just see how I like it, really. And then after, you're just going to take the elastic, and then you will pull it as hard as you can just to scrunch up the fabric and get it out of the way, and then you'll take it to the sewing machine and then sew a quick stitch in there, and then we will close up that little hole that we have left, and you're just going to fold in those raw edges and then do a little top stitch. Depending on the fabric you're using, you might want to use a matching thread, but I'm fine with doing a white thread on this light pink fabric. You won't see it either way. So after you've done that, then you're finished, and then you have an adorable scrunchie. And this goes exactly the same way if you make it out of silk, and the silk is great for your hair, especially if you have a lot of hair and maybe you're prone to breakage. So I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. Don't forget to subscribe, hit that notification bell, give me a big thumbs up, and thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye guys!